Hey, my lovely, lovely, wonderful people. A pleasant morning to you. All right. I've been scrolling TikTok, intermittently and so on. And one of the things I don't believe in doing is critiquing something to tear down. I really believe in doing it to help people because I think we're living in a world where people, they have, embellished themselves in living in facade, in hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is the order of the day. Pretense is the order of the day. And I think it is now a chokehold on us. We are being smothered by it and we're suffocating as a result of same. And I'm saying, as a singer, good singer, great singer, I really love the performing arts. Singing is number one for me because that is where my area of talent and speciality is. And I like dancing, I like acting, I really, really like acting. I did a stint back in the day and all of that. And would love to hone and harness, that area of gifting and talent more as time goes on and as the Lord lends me more life. But as it relates to dancing Dynamites, I am not sure what has gone awry, what has gone wrong. And I feel bad when I scroll the internet or when I'm talking to people, and when you're watching the auditions or the performances, and it is subpar. It is subpar. Something is off. I don't know if it is that you have to be a little bit more stringent when you're choosing the people. No, don't get me wrong. We're not looking for people who are professionals in this. We're not looking for people who have been necessarily trained dancers. But the raw talent has to be there. There has to be potentiality that will be brought out during the competition. I'm not a dancer, but I have rhythm. I can move to the rhythm. I won't be off the rhythm. And what I see them do, might as well I go and join. And I probably would cop the prize at the end of the competition. And I'm not a dancer. That is not my calling. I just have rhythm to help me that when I'm singing, if I'm singing some lively music, or even if it's more soft and samba or sotto voce music, I'm able to move to the rhythm of the song. But it breaks my heart to hear, you need to scroll the internet for those powers that be, the relevant authorities that guide and deal, and they're the overarching people for the management of dancing Dynamites. It sucks. And it is bad. And I feel so bad to have to watch these youngsters, some of them being fooled. Some, I say some, because some may have the potential. But some may be duped, tricked and fooled into thinking they have the talent. It reminds me of a lot of the dancehall artists that I hear DJing. I think somebody has not been truthful to many of them to say this is not your talent. It's not your area of speciality. I never forgot, once I heard a pastor giving his testimony. He said, when he became a Christian, a child of God, that because he loves singing, he thought that, that he had the gift. Somebody had to nudge him and say, just go. Preaching is your area, not singing at all. And he came to the realization it was not a hit to him. His ego may feel a little bit bruised because, he thought, and he would sing away publicly, and it was not pleasing to the ear or to the ears in sight. And something has gone awry as it relates. And I saw the trajectory. Because there is something about mediocrity that is honed, H-O-N-E-D, and harnessed in our country from a long time now. Something where mediocrity is concerned. We don't seem to strive for excellence. We don't see the Usain Bolts. And mind you, yes, he may have a special gifting, but he worked hard. A lot of people may think that he joked. I used to hear people think that that him never train as hard as this one. If he's at 80%, why would he, if he's at in this initial raw stage, if he's at 80%, why would he need to train as though he's at 50%? That makes no sense. He would need to train at 80 so he can get to 100 because he doesn't want to defeat the purpose or anticlimax. No pun intended. So he would train in accordance to where he's at. And I watched the one on Our Change documentary, of him training. And that was, he trained until he threw up. He trained so hard. Where I don't know where people get some impression of people, because he was already talented enough. So he just needed to, if he was at 80, he just needed to move to the 100. So he just worked enough and a little bit above enough so that his performances would not have been subpar. Dancing Dynamites, please. Something is off. And I know that a lot of the judges from back in the day, from you have Orville Neela, and I don't remember some of the names offhand, so if I'm not calling, and Kerry, they're good, very, very good dancers, trained dancers. And it is not incumbent upon them. They're hired as judges. So I don't want people to think it is them. The point that I'm making is this. I was really trying to, support them in the sense that maybe it's who come and they enter the competition and they just have to pick the best that then if they're picking the best out of the lot, then who it is that really entering? Is it that people are so blinded and guided when they hear the consolation prizes of winning $1 million or more dollars? So everybody wants to get $1 million. They're so they're so, enamored by the money that they go and join, even though they know they cannot dance. And some of the movements that we see, they seem like, basic exercise movements, not technical acrobatic dance moves that is commensurate, that is in tandem, that goes along with the genre, because that is why you have different genre. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you can't have infusion sometimes, or incorporate, if you're doing dancehall, you may incorporate a little bit of pop moves or hip hop moves in it, but you come back to the authenticity of the genre. It's like singing. When you're singing reggae music, it's good when you have the reggae sound. You can do a little bit, as I said, a little infusion. But you want to keep the authenticity of the sound. There's a reason why you have different types of genre. It looks like basic, and somebody can't dance, can't exercise too good, and then I try to follow the exercise instructor, and you just look muddy all over the place. It is unkempt, untidy. It really looks bad. It looks subpar. Like they need to revamp or invite, dancers to enter. And people, when you're voting, please be fair. Stop voting because you're for your friend, because your friend say, I'm going to enter dancing Dynamites, and your friend cannot dance. Your friend cannot dance. You need to tell your friends the truth. Stop voting because, he's young, or is my friend, or they go to my school or church or home or play or wherever it is that they come from. They can't dance, some of them. Some have potential and they probably need to harness that potentiality. So they probably need to go to Edna Manley or some dance school and learn. You have a lot of these young dancers around and they have their classes. Pay your money and go and learn the art. I went and did voice training when I was younger. It doesn't look good and it makes it look weak. I remember some years ago, Neo came to Jamaica and I heard him when they interviewed him. It's nobody didn't tell me. And he was searching for dancers at the time, I remember. Like, I guess he wanted to incorporate people from different countries. So, Jamaica is popular and so he came and the man couldn't pick one person. I guess all the dancers probably didn't enter, the ones who really can dance. And those who did, Sometimes I see some people damaging their bodies, somersaulting, kill, poopa lick, boom flick, doing it, and they call that dancing. When you see that, it's even when they're whining. Like back in the day, if you ever see the old people used to bubble and whine, you hardly can see that again. You see them damaging their bodies, jumping off some and landing on their backs. Be careful. It is going to affect a lot of you and landing on your genitals. Are you crazy? That's not dancing. It should not be creating that impact on your physical body. It's scary when I see them. I'm holding on to myself like it's me. I don't know. Some dancers, you need to come out because something has gone awry. When I look at I love dancing Dynamites and I can't watch it again. It's it's subpar. Honestly. Guys, you know what to do. Read TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe. Give me one of those lions. Thank you.